here, but
Hi everyone, it's Sam here. I'm in London. I have been part of the Human Chain in support of Julian Assange. I do believe that there are demonstrations like this going on around the world. I do believe there's one in Australia, perhaps a few other countries. Obviously, I would hope that anyone watching this live would know Julian Assange, who he is, what the relevance is, especially with regards to freedom and what that means to us. A lot of this to do with him not being extradited, because I believe that decision has just been overturned, the decision to not extradite him. So the idea is for the public to show their support for Julian Assange, want him to be freed, not extradited to the US, where obviously there are concerns over how long he will last over there. If anyone doesn't know, Julian Assange released information, was doing his job as one of the few journalists out there who are strong and brave enough to tell the truth and to explain the crimes that governments all over the world are committing. Yes, he exposed crimes by the government and is now paying the price. He's been in prison for 10 years. He's in Belmarsh at the moment. He's not being treated very well at all, to put it mildly. There was a pretty big turnout. I believe we managed to make a great big human chain right the way around Parliament. I wore my Silent Park t-shirt, and the whole theme appears to be yellow, which is great, so I matched. We've got these, we're giving out lots of these ribbons, which has the names of people from around the world. I have Steve Zelter from San Francisco in the USA. We visited here. We got here about 12:30. It's been very, very nice. I don't know whether it's got any coverage anywhere. Jem, you had one in Australia. How was that? It's nice to see. There's a huge diverse range of people here. People that I've not seen at other kind of freedom protests. It certainly brought a different crowd out, which has been really interesting. Over here in the UK, I can't remember what the actual bill's called, and I meant to look it up before I came on the live and I forgot. But there is a bill going through our Parliament which basically puts greater penalties on journalists over here for exposing any information that makes the government look bad. I mean, you, as someone with common sense, would you not think maybe the government should just not do bad things, and then they wouldn't need to worry about being exposed? But I suppose you can't implement the New World Order and the Great Reset without doing some bad things, can you? It's been a nice afternoon. It's actually been a really nice day. As you can see, it's nice and bright and sunshine and blue sky. It's nice to see a different crowd of people out that obviously do care about freedom, because freedom of speech, freedom of expression, the right to a free press, and the right to know and hear about the truth of what's going on in the world is very, very important, as I'm sure you'll all agree. And he may just be one man, but he's a man that put himself at great risk and is suffering great harm for exercising the right to speak, free speech, for doing his job as a journalist. Over the last couple of years, a lot of journalists had obviously followed his lead, and stood up and spoke the truth rather than pushing the narrative propaganda as they have done, we might be in a different position. But if this is how people are treated when they expose the truth, then, you know, to a certain extent you can understand why people are so reluctant to do it. But I suppose for me the penalty of not speaking out is worse than the consequences of speaking out. For me, I refuse to stay silent. As much as I understand why so many people stay silent, it's not something I can do. It is very much because of people staying silent that the country and the world is in the mess that it's in right now. I think we should all be exercising our right to free speech, exercising our right to assembly, freedom of expression, and speaking out, standing strong and speaking out. It is literally the only way out of this mess. It's for people to find their voice, find their power and use it. So I think supporting a man like Julian Assange, who has done just that, is a very commendable thing to do, and I think everyone in the UK and around the world who has come out in support of that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yes, I think people are starting to disperse now, but I'll just give you another little spin round. The chain went right down there at the end of Parliament, across this bridge here, across down there, and then across that bridge, I don't know if you can or can't see it in the distance, there's a bridge over there that was filled with people and went right round the Houses of Parliament just there. Yes, so that's me, that's my little live from London. Just wanted to check in and say hi. Promote freedom of speech, keep exercising it, people. We need everybody standing up and standing tall, standing in their truth, standing in their power, to bring about a change. I do hope that sort of, you know, all these people that have been out today have done something along those lines. Yeah, big love to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and have a great stand tomorrow. I'll still be at mine. Yeah, there's about 6 of us here from Basingstoke. But yes, have a lovely weekend everyone. Sending lots and lots of love. Bye.